Yeah, that was another fucking insane thing. Like, half of his grievances were about other people, and like he just wanted me to yell about other people that don't like him. God damn, what a fucking exercise in futility. I did lose my shit a little bit towards the end. But hey, at least we got Ethan to openly admit that he thinks his wife is a terrorist. I don't know how that's going to work. Adam has the play-by-play. He's watching a debate. What the fuck? According to the New York Times, Hasan has 10 swords, claims Klein. Klein claims Professor Norman Finkelstein agrees with him and not Hasan. Frankly, I can't understand a lot of this. Klein claims Hasan has purchased Diet Coke since October 7th. Piker denies this. Klein has showed a screen cap of a list created by a Muslim woman where she gives an F and uses a fake picture of him where he looks obese. A video of a man in a hat is being shown. Klein says the man is anti-Semite and Hasan's biggest fan. Piker counters that in the unedited video, the man is revealed to be a clout chaser. Klein telegraphs that he's about to land a haymaker. Eventually, he claims Piker lied about Ethan being a member of the Anti-Defamation League. I was anticipating a kill shot. However, Piker seems to be taking it seriously. Seems like this doesn't have much to do with war. Is this just using a war where people die as a reason to have a fight with a person you dislike? Streamer Destiny is being mentioned by former guest of on my program. Piker says your wife Klein says she has a name and that Piker has begged for Teddy Fresh many times. They're watching a video where Hasan has reacted to a video of Ethan. There are now 2 Kleins. Notice how all the fucking dumb shit is directly his doing. Like he had to do oh god, it's so fucking embarrassing, dude. I can't believe yeah, god. Klein says Hasan is deflating the number of rapes on 10/7. Hasan says Ethan is inflating the rapes. Klein contends Hasan's definition of rape is too stringent. They both appear to have investigated the rapes extensively. Piker claims Israel did a January 6th in support of rape. A video of a woman giving an account of being raped is now being played. This rape stuff is nauseating. Klein wants to move on. Hasan asked to remain on topic and reads an article that says there's no forensic evidence of the rapes. Klein opens a can of soda. I might top out. The content cup has been brought up again. They keep mentioning it. What is it? Now it's a video of Ethan watching Ethan. 3 Ethans, 1 Hasan. They're talking about lived experience. The war has now been brought up. Actual false alarm. They've gone back to Klein's claim that Hasan did an anti-Semitic tweet about him. At China, please stop this. Ethan, Hasan is accused of being pro-Hezbollah. The content cup. Oh, Jesus Christ. The only people who thought Ethan won was all of Asmon's chat. Asmongold's chat thought Ethan won that. That is sad. But also somewhat expected. I don't know why he kept saying I have a race car bed. That was weird. Oh, I saw this one. As one of Twitch's eldest professional racist gamers, America's finest gropers have been politely requesting me to get in the oven for 15 years, but I've never seen true anti-Semitism on the internet until Homeless Hasan started streaming. Never again, chat. For Ethan not being a debater, he sure is crushing Hasan. The only person getting cooked today is Hasan by Ethan. Someone you're constantly sweeping for, by the way, but keep the grift going. I guess people are like, Hasan is anti-Semitic. He has a fucking race car bed and a swastika sword. You got sucked in some of the drama, but you got all the facts and ostensibly won many people over. Love you and proud of you. You could tell he wanted to end on that. I was watching videos criticizing myself because he kept saying it dramatically. Yeah, I don't know why he thinks that's awesome. Like, you watched a YouTube video, man. I will admit that this wasn't as like as bad as he normally is, especially because he made a lot of concessions. But I think the final point that I wanted to drive home was like how stupid it is that Ethan is like, yeah, there's a genocide, but also I want to do content around it. And also everyone that's resisting against that genocide is a terrorist and bad and wrong. He also said he would see Anne Frank differently if she took up arms. So I don't know what the fuck that was about. That was definitely not great. It's so funny that Hasan thought the debate with H3 would be on Israel-Palestine and was like, let's begin by defining Zionism. And Ethan just goes, how did you feel when your friends were doing Fortnite dances in the iDubbbz video? Yeah, I thought his like, I thought his counters were so fucking childish too. The whole like armpit shit. Oh my God, PFT was watching too. Let's go. Which side are you on? Civility. Oh, that's funny. I didn't realize. Also, you didn't really get to the 1-state, 2-state, which is the main disagreement. Yeah. Well, he said Israel's doing a genocide, which, you know, I think made it increasingly dumber for him to be like, it's doing a genocide, but also you can't resist against it. He fucked you up with the Avi Schleim misunderstandings. That was extremely annoying. I felt for you. Otherwise, he looked just completely unwell and insane. He didn't even fuck me up with Avi Schleim's misunderstandings. Avi Schleim's position is not that like Israel's actions did not contribute to this whatsoever. My point isn't even that like none of the Jews were harmed. I've never said that. None of the Jews in Iraq were harmed. It was all Israel. That's not what I said. That's what he was trying to present me as. I said that it is ridiculous to fucking make a comparison between the it is ridiculous to make a comparison between the Nakba, which is a planned extermination campaign, versus the voluntary and involuntary migration from Jews into Israel. Because the argument is the underpinning of Zionism, that like we have nowhere else to go. We have nowhere else to go. That's his position. Avi Schleim is ironically, or unironically rather, an anti-Zionist. He walked back almost all of his previous positions from the get-go. I don't understand his thought process. It doesn't, I think the reason why he did that was because he wanted to fucking focus on like drama.
Did though. We don't know what
so he could have been he could have been a vicious terrorist monster is what you're saying.
Yeah. What if he killed people? Of course. If he killed people, of course Ethan, he would be worthy of being arrested.
Is Ramallah a part of Israeli territory?
I mean, it's complicated, right? It's under occupation. No, I don't think so, but it's under occupation, right?
Okay. So why was your wife in Ramallah?
Maybe are getting a terrorist that killed civilians. She sat in a car.
It's not complicated, Ethan.
She sat in a car and didn't even leave it and never did it again.
Your wife participated in an illegal raid according to international human rights. That is the reality. Now, I understand.
Are you upset if this person killed like a child? Would you be upset if this person they arrested like stabbed people? Like you don't know what you're talking about.
If she were to talk about how
hey, fine, my wife's a terrorist, bro. What the fuck? It's so boring.
No, stop. Listen to my words. If she were to talk about
my
how
wife is a
fucked up
terrorist.
that is, as many former IDF vets have on breaking the silence, if she talked about the night raid that she participated, he can excuse the terror he knows his wife caused, but not imaginary terror he's assuming a boy 1 year older than she was caused. Yeah. This is why he kept talking about the car bed. Wait, what? That's not me. Does he think I'm Ludwig? Oh, here's Ethan.
Gold got banned immediately, rightfully, duly. However, when it comes to Frogan and her friends shitting on Jewish people, shitting on Zionists, right? They need a lot of time to think about it. And I think, yeah, like when the ADL got involved, that's only when they finally suspended Frogan and all the other people up on the stage. When a sitting congressman started writing letters.
For the record, yeah, never mentioned the ADL, by the way. Dude, why does he lie so much? And it's so funny because he keeps lying and then also simultaneously lying about me and saying I'm lying. And what the fuck?
Posting on Twitter. Then they said, okay, we should probably do something.
You made Hutch's mod. You people are on a different fucking planet. If you think Ethan is winning anything here, it's fucking disgraceful. Hutch, I hope you detach from the teat of Mr. Bonicelli and find peace. Love you well past your machinima days. No! Oh no! Oh no! The disagreement on the Zionism definition is where it went off the rails because everything that followed from that hinged on understanding the point of Zionism, and by the end of it, he had painted himself as a pro-Zionism defender. It was so funny how he tried to add up the runtime of the fan channels, clipping your responses, saying you talked that long about him. I know. What was the separate war room point you made? He was talking about me so much, and his community was yelling at him so much that he literally had to say, okay, I'm only going to talk about Hasan in a specific part of the broadcast called the war room. I want to know if there are any people in here that are still watching that actually changed their minds from the conversation. Like they didn't realize the full extent of my commentary on this stuff. I wonder if this is just like, you know, I wonder if there's gonna be people in Ethan's community that were like, yeah, you know what, it was pretty disrespectful. You got actors posing, Rahul Kali was watching. Yeah, I'm so weak at Rahul watching this too. The number of time he brought stuff up, then as soon as he responded, he tried to move or say he didn't care was exhausting. I'm from Asman, and Ethan just refused to acknowledge his schemes made the move Israeli people from across the world in 1948. He just wants to make it about anti-Semitism. He did say I did 10-7. I guess on this, why have they not led to any real prosecution?
They're dead. They're
no,
fucking
that's not
dead, you moron. What do you mean?
First-hand testimony in this
they
regard.
killed all the fucking Hamas operatives in Israel.
I killed them?
What? What are you?
Why are you saying
you okay?
you killed them?
I said they. Why the fuck would I say you killed them?
My audio is so ass. Why does it sound like this? Oh, it's because this is from the
insanely
H3
stupid.
show
Are you
side.
okay? Hallucinating.
Dude, look how quick he was to fucking gaslight. That's crazy. What is this? More fallen fans due to today's broadcast. These were deleted almost instantly before I could screenshot the 3 others. Oh my God, I can't watch this. Ethan is such a man-child. I've held on for as long as I can. I'm done. Officially a fallen fan. Another major talking point being Backtrack. Ethan Klein backed down from his claims that we call CPS. Incredible admission that he just lied. Yeah, that was another fucking insane thing. Like, half of his grievances were about other people, and like, he just wanted me to yell about other people that don't like him. Yeah, the fucking anti-Semitic Arabs forced Jews to become Zionists. Ethan Klein. This is the most racist clip I've ever heard in my life. I do need people to understand something. Ethan will say all Arabs did this and they're responsible or whatever, right? And no one will think that this is racist. If you there are people in here who got that point instantly. Like the attribution that like there is some sort of anti-Semitic gene inside of Arabs or something. That is the reason why there were expulsions. I was getting a little bit sucked into the Ethan narrative just because he's so earnest, I guess, about his stances, and I tend to believe people who seem honest, but there were so many instances of Ethan having his own logical fallacies laid out before him and still not getting it that it really snapped me out of it. Earnestness is both out of delusion. It reads as earnestness, my bad. Did this debate ever settle anything? No. It's going to be a lot more. There's going to be a lot more of Ethan doing stuff because he looked pretty insane. And I don't think he realized how bad he looked. And I think when he goes over it again, he's going to try to find his best moments. He's going to say like, oh, I got him with Avi Shlaim or something, his own misunderstanding of Avi Shlaim's positions. And he's just going to, I think he's basically going to keep it up. He's going to look for other things that he can use, including maybe even some of my assessment after the fact. Who won the debate? H3 sub boasting that Asmongold's community thought Ethan won. Yeah. Well, I did also shit on Asmon a little bit in the process. I suspect I lost him there. Ethan constantly talked over you, and on the H3 end, they literally couldn't hear anything you were saying, like literally nonstop. He'd go blah, blah, blah. I'm bored. Who cares? Hasan doubles down on denying mass on October 7. What is happening? Why do people fucking like... Why do people go... Reminder that you can in fact support Palestine without supporting mass rapes and or Hamas. Like, what is so frustrating about this process is people just go, it happened. That's it. I don't know how to have this conversation like with people who are just like, no, I don't care about the actual issues. I don't care about the actual details. I can't believe he has such a huge following. 6-7 clips literally laughing or calling child survivors liars. Wait, what? Why am I reading fucking LSF? It's the worst cretins of all time. The issue is that you're a political commentator and normies are fucking stupid. Wait, he lowered my volume and speak over me while I was trying to answer his questions. He made snide comments all the time while you were speaking by shortening your arguments because he gave you no room to elaborate. Much of what you said was lost in the heat. His fans won't care about his disgusting behavior. Yeah, I don't know why I went to the Nazi subreddit, the LSF subreddit, to fucking see what their take was. I'm from H3. You should have conceded some points when he had you instead of trying to distract, which made you seem dishonest. Also try to find some common ground. Otherwise, this conflict will never be resolved. Dude, what are you talking about? You're talking about a dude who fucking said that he believes a genocide is happening, but mysteriously everyone that's resisting against that genocide, he just doesn't agree with. If you can't understand that there's no common ground in that situation, you're not listening to the responses. How do you think it went? I think it went pretty good. I think it went pretty good. There was a lot of points that I wanted to get across. And I got them across. And I don't know how it was seen on the other side. I don't know how it was seen on the other side, so I don't know. What is this? He's thinking about it. Oh, is that the button? Oh, he wanted to hit the button. That's funny. Yeah, he didn't want to watch the whole like me defending him for a year over and over again, because I think that was probably what like the drama lovers in his community. Ethan Hasan debate off to a serious start with Ethan asking Hasan if he thought likes were bought on IDubbbz's most recent YouTube video. As someone who's seen Ethan's perspective on a lot of people that have harassed him for no reason, he's getting way too emotional. I don't know what his goal is right now. Lol, nitpicking videos. I would consider myself lower info on IP conflict more than the average person, but less than you or your audience. When Ethan kept saying the Arabs and you pointed out with the analogy about blaming ethnic groups for other atrocities made me see what you were saying, and it was chilling. Ethan Klein, Anne Frank is famous for being a pacifist. No, Ethan, Anne Frank is famous for being a child that was murdered by a fascist regime. Dude, that was so crazy. At one point, Hasan said she died before she had a chance to resist, and Ethan said that was ridiculous and laughed at him like he was a crazy person. That was so wild. Hasan, normie H3 fans think you should have conceded once or twice for the sake of Ethan's fifis, like they think you should have conceded for the optics. Why? Why am I supposed to? Why am I supposed to concede when I'm not wrong? Like, if there was something that he actually got me on, you know, he literally said he would think differently of her if she did. Yeah. Here's the thing. You're both wrong about a lot of things, and I don't care with either of you, but 100% Ethan was more grounded and you were rambling. Literally came in to say this and unfollowed. What the Hasan, you were way more emotional. Oh, never mind. 26 month subscriber. Bro, this is literally the profile of a type of person that is the Ethan Klein head. I swear to God. Ethan came across more grounded. What are you talking about? He was literally freaking out half the time. He definitely came across grounded when he said that there's a genocide going on, but like no one should resist it, and that his wife is a terrorist. Or when he said he was a legend at the end of the debate and knocked over a glass of water. Yeah. Ethan Klein claims hasandpiker doesn't monitor his community, and then he supplies a 7-minute clip of him defending himself, defending Ethan, refuses to play it. Yeah, that was the other thing. Like he just did not want to show his audience anything that directly contradicted what he was saying over and over again.
I shouldn't leave it up.
That much of an issue with swastikas, considering you drew one on PewDiePie.
I'm a Jewish man, you fucking moron.
Oh, I didn't realize the Nazis
is
only
anyone in
killed
that room
Jews.
Jewish?
Is that what
was
happened?
anyone in that room? Did I draw swastika one time on?
Do you think that Jews have an exclusivity agreement with like being offended or not offended by Nazi imagery? You've done a Sig Heil approximately what 50 times.
Why did I do a Sig Heil? Why did I do a Sig Heil?
I don't know.
Because you only watch clips on Twitter. I was making fun of Elon Musk and trying to see if it was valid or not.
Thank you.
And by the way, as a Jewish man, are you going to tell black people not to use the N-word?
Wait, what?
Are you going to tell black people not to use the N-word because it offends you?
Do you think this is an apt comparison?
Yes.
Okay. So you think that being able to draw the swat, and I don't even think
why should
that was insane. Hi, Hasan. I'm a Roche from Asman's chat. I went into the debate slightly favoring Ethan, and I thought you did great. You stuck to a better debate form, big points. We're trying to get definitions, axioms out in the open, even if that kind of fell apart. Keep hammering. What would you do in their shoes? There's a lot of people that have so much bias from just hearing the word terrorist. Yeah. Thank you, chatter. Ethan reclaimed the swastika, boys, in the same way that black people reclaimed the N-word, by the way. Hasan is right. There are fallen fans from this. I'm right here. I've always known Ethan was not perfect, but he was obviously has issues with fake news, and I can't stand by and hope he gets any longer. I've deleted anything H3 related, ended friendships over them being in the cult still, and I've been shown from the biggest H3 Facebook group because those friends told the Maz I have criticism of Ethan's behavior. As Hasan said today, I am embarrassed to wear my teddy fresh. I'm sure hate is going to come my way, but I just needed Hasan and possibly Ethan's third party reading this somehow, some way or another, to see that their actions have real consequences even for fans and the friends they made in the community they cared and cultivate. Why can't Ethan admit that H3 Reddit is almost now entirely populated with hate posts? Where are the goops and gas I've been paying for these 5 years, Ethan? The money was supposed to go to support a show that supported the LGBTQIA+ with a Pride Minute and towards the crew that works very hard to make that show. Not you to attack others using politics and bigotry only in your favor. That was a fucking train wreck. Unsubbed and cancel my membership. Ethan needs to learn a lesson.